Alright guys, welcome back to Mega Man 3. I guess I have to play in freaking window mode for this. It should look fine for you guys, but I'm having some window issues, whatever. Next up is Sparkman. So we're halfway through the Robot Masters now. There's quite a bit more to the game after that, but this level I always thought had a good theme. So I should mention, I've got some controller issues going on right now. My left joystick is basically broken. I can't really explain. The best way to describe it would be that it's limp. Like, it doesn't stick in place anymore. It just kind of just floats around. It's just kind of gone limp. So I've got to use the, I'm using the D-pad from Into Further Notice. Basically, I can't focus, but there's a lot of crap happening right now. So yeah, I'm using the D-pad to further notice, and I should be able to play fine as long as the stick doesn't, like, tilt around and get in the way, so. This level's honestly pretty forgettable. I remember these, like, floor signs, though. Oh, and the platforms that try to push you into the insta-death spikes. This level's not that bad, though. I was saying... Bruh. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Fine, go. What? Why does it go over there? Then what am I supposed to do? Just go. I don't know, man. Got this guy. Wait, do I have Rush? I haven't played the game in a while for the record, so I might be forgetting stuff. Forgot that I have Rush Marine as well. I also have a new weapon I should show off. Bruh. So we have the Shadow Blade now. A blade weapon? Sounds familiar. So yeah, this is basically the Mega Man 3 version of Metal Blade, but it's very nerfed compared to Metal Blade. As you can see, it only has a certain number of range. You can't shoot in any directions. It's got a lot less ammo. It's still pretty good, though. It is super effective against, like, 2 or 3 bosses, so... Or, like, my weapon boss guide is showing to use it on, like, 2 or 3 of them. Anyway, here we have these blocks that will try to crush you. Luckily, it does not insta-kill you if you get crushed, unlike a certain other series would do. Sonic. Anyway. They do drop stuff, which is nice. You could grind them if you wanted. I kinda do want the health, which... Okay, that might be a quick grind. Oh no, I let it despawn. Here, give me the... This episode's gone awkward so far, hasn't it? Whatever, I think we're gonna get good. So let's go back to Shadow Blade, see what we can do with it. It's mostly just been, like, obstacle avoiding in this level, though. And then we got these stupid guys that, Oh, that works. Let me try something here. No, just go, man. Luckily, we don't have to deal with those guys for very long. We're already at the boss, so I already know I need to use the Shadow Blade here. Hello, Sparkman. Yeah, I don't remember you being that bad. It's funny, some of the bosses in this game are pretty difficult, and then you have that. So, boss balancing in Mega Man's always been a bit of a problem to me. In the early ones, at least. Next up, we got the Spark Shock. From what I remember, it's a pretty crappy weapon, but we'll have to see. Next, we're going to one of the most interesting levels. Honestly, one of the most memorable levels in any Mega Man game, honestly. Snake Man. So yeah, you get a level themed around snakes. You have whatever these guys are. You have snake enemies that are, like, part of the stage. Pretty cool idea. It's got a pretty good theme. I just feel like the theming for this stage is pretty good. I don't know. But there is one extra interesting thing about the stage that I always like to... that I've been waiting to point out, actually. I'm sure a lot of Mega Man 3 fans would already know, but... First I need to get through these guys. They're pretty hard to avoid. So these big snakes here. When you press start, this happens. The eye goes away on that guy. That's because when you press start, it, like, makes all the enemies disappear. And in this case, it's the eye and the mouth that are, like, the enemy, while the, like, snake part of it is just part of the terrain. So, it's really weird looking. I remember that I just coincidentally paused, probably to, like, change weapons or something, and noticed that it was crazy. Speaking of changing weapons, though, let's see what we can do here. That's just a straightforward shot. Yeah, I remember, the issue is that it doesn't work on most enemies. Wait, why do I have Rush Marine? No. Let's try you. Oh, hello. I couldn't hit anything with that, bro. Okay, then. Just kind of vibing to the music right now. Not really much to say, so... I don't have anything to talk about. Like, I've said the two things I've thought about, like my controller issue and the fact that it's been a little bit, so... Yeah, it's like funny, I'll record entire Mega Man games at once, but I won't stop in between games. I'll just, like, do part of a game, and then just not record for, like, 3 months, and then come back to it. So that's what happened here. It's basically just me, and my community posts basically go a bit more in depth on that, but basically it's just me being dumb. I believe it wants us to do Shadow Blade on this next boss again, but I'll fill up everything to be sure. Unfortunately, it does load this guy back in. But yeah, this is just one of the more memorable levels to me. Parts of it are kind of boring, like there's not really too much going on, but that's not necessarily a bad thing with some of the levels in this game. Yeah, so these mini-bosses are pretty cool. They just look cool. I like the idea of the moving bridge that you don't have to use. Oh yeah, so the pole this guy uses to vault can hurt you when it falls on the way down. Isn't that cool? So it gives this guy a very small window to avoid him. Don't have Rush Jet, that would be good right now. I think I can use the jump across. Give me that. Or not. Let's just go. Yeah, so then it turns into like a sky stage, which is interesting. And you have these guys that look very suspiciously similar to those Ladybug enemies in Super Mario Bros. 2. And now it just looks like an Airman clone. So I don't know. I guess there isn't really a sky level in this game, so they just kind of threw it in here. Cause like, what all could you do for a snake stage? I think it would have made more sense to do like a jungle or something, but whatever. it's still a good stage. There's a lot of Mega Man stages that don't really make sense in terms of the theme. So yeah, these clouds will like turn into bullet guys when you shoot them. What was that? Okay. The collision said no there. It said you were falling off, too bad. If I didn't have rewind and I was like a kid playing this back in the day, oh man. Then again, I probably wouldn't make it this far on my own without rewind, so definitely wouldn't beat Mega Man 2 because some of those freaking bosses, but in this game that's that issue too. What am I getting on about? Let me just go to Shadow Blade and make sure that's what I'm supposed to use, yeah. So actually, you want to use the needle attack, but we don't have that yet, so we'll use that in the refight for now. Oh, I just remembered something. This is basically the hardest boss fight in the game. So I'm gonna do the trick where I kill myself, get full health, and we'll go at it. I was trying to prepare myself for this fight, because, yeah, this is probably the hardest boss fight in the game. Robot Master fight, at least. I just remember, this guy is super hard to avoid, he has a lot of health, it's just everything makes the boss fight hard. So I gotta be really precise. He just runs around, he jumps, and he shoots these snakes that roll along the ground. And it's mostly the terrain that makes this difficult. Like, I feel like it'd be similar to Sparkman's fight, the difference is that he has no health compared to this guy. I don't know. So yeah, this guy is not easy. He just will tear through your health, and you can't tear through his health. Unless I'm like doing something wrong, which I probably am. Like, how am I supposed to... Oh, he just runs into me. I have to go way back here. And like, sometimes he'll leave that little gap for you, and sometimes... Yeah, sometimes he'll jump, sometimes he won't. My commentary's not good, it's just, it's kinda late, and I'm tired. But like, this is usually the only time I can ever record, or ever feel like recording, either there's like, people outside my room I don't want to disturb, or there's, my friends will just beg me to do stuff, so... Or there's just something I'd rather be playing. So nights usually when I record, but because I've been taking some melatonin, it's been pretty drowsy, so that might be why I'm acting a bit different. I mean, I already do act different, but you know. This guy, what am I supposed to do, man? I don't have an E-tank, so like, I have to just get around him somehow. Oh yeah, the slide exists. Let's remember that for the future. But when you spend so much time avoiding him, you can't even really get many hits on him. But no, that shouldn't have hurt me, bro. Get him. There we go. We get a drink of water here as we end out the episode. So we have the Search Snake, which is basically the exact same move you saw him using in the fight, and I will show that off next time when we get through the final two Robot Masters, and they're doozies, I'll tell you. At least there's one of them that I have a lot to say about, so and it's the next one coming up. So we will go to Gemini Man next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you around.